Welcome to another edition of Kiwi Bred, your insight into the New Zealand thoroughbred breeding industry. I'm Aidan Rodley. Over the next half an hour, we're going to celebrate the success of Cambridge stud sire Tavistock. We catch up with Marcus Corbin to discuss the success the sire has enjoyed over the past 12 months and visit New Plymouth scrap metal dealer Graham Meredith to discuss how he acquired Group 1 producing mare Zarzino. But first we head to Masterton to look back on the racing career of Tavistock and find out what it's like for Andrew Campbell to breed a Group 1 winner from a sire that put his name in lights as a trainer. When Andrew Campbell first locked eyes on a Monsieur colt at the Karaka yearling sales, he couldn't even have dared to dream about the fantastic journey the pair were about to embark on. Campbell was able to secure the colt out of Quest for Fame mare Upstage for $85,000 out of the draft of Bloomsbury stud on behalf of Wellington owner Tommy Heptonstall. Subsequently named Tavistock, the colt was destined for stardom, first as a racehorse, then as a stallion. And Campbell was along for the ride.
If someone had told me 10 years ago when we bought him, your life's going to change because of this and it's going to go that way and what it's going to do to you, I would have just said, oh, you're on something, mate, you know. But it certainly has. It's been like a whirlwind, you know. It's just amazing run.
That year at Karaka, Heptonstall had given Campbell a $100,000 budget to buy yearlings to educate with a view to selling from the trials. Tavistock was Campbell's clear pick, but after buying 3 yearlings, he only had $25,000 left in the budget when it was Tavistock's turn in the ring.
Favourite horse was Tavistock, you know. I thought he was a ripper, and Tommy says, oh, let's go and have a look at him. And I said, we won't buy him for the 25 we've got left over, but Tommy being Tommy, he just wanted to go and have a look and end up buying him. He's just a ripper of a horse, a real good yearling, good walker. Just really loved him, you know, and he was a cracker.
The plan remained to educate and sell Tavistock, but it quickly became apparent this was no ordinary racehorse.
You know, we give him his first gallop, and I said to Tommy, I think you got something pretty good here. And you know, I was living at the house over there then, and I'd look at him every night, and he was just one of those horses you couldn't take your eyes off. And after his first gallop, I knew he was pretty good, you know.
Tavistock blitzed his rivals at his first jump out and then won 2 trials before downing subsequent Group 1 winner Juice at Trentham on debut.
Now Tavistock is starting to knuckle down, and look at Juice come across heels. Tavistock hit the lead. Juice is about to dash it in the last little bit. But the Mongeur's been too good here. That's impressive. Tavistock the prize.
After a luckless 6th in the Group 1 Manawatu Sires Produce Stakes, Tavistock joined Melbourne trainer Mick Price for a Caulfield Guineas campaign. And though he had run second in the listed Vane Stakes and won at Flemington in the lead-up, he was below his best for the Classic and soon afterwards returned to Campbell's farm at Masterton. He went into the Group 1 Mudgeway Partsworld Stakes second up as a $40 outsider, with all the attention focused on $2 favourite Mufasa.
Tavistock on the outside, could be the giant killer, and Sterling Prince El Quillo Veloce getting through. They race down 100 metres to go. Tavistock, Mufasa's digging on the inside. Tavistock's just in front, and Tavistock gets the Mudgeway.
We were quietly confident. You know, we were up against Mufasa, who no one ever thought would get beaten. But we were real confident going into that race, and not to say we were going to beat him, but we knew we had a fit horse, and Mufasa was coming in fresh without a run, and we had a run under our belt plus a trial. So, yeah, we were quietly confident.
Later that season, Tavistock did it all again, claiming the Group 1 Waikato Draft Sprint at Te Rapa with a similar dazzling display of acceleration.
Tavistock appearing down the outside. It's out wide. Tavistock is storming home with Wealth Princess. Wealth Princess and Tavistock. Tavistock got the Group 1.
Tommy, once again, we'd run second in the Thornton Mile, and the obvious progression was go to the Wakanui, I think it was called back then, and we decided on the Saturday we'll go to do that, and then I got a phone call Sunday morning from Tommy, which always happens, and he said, how could we get him back to the Waikato Sprint, can it be done? I said, well, we're going from 1600 back to 1400, and he says, well, I want to protect him as a stallion, as the fastest son of Monjul, and so yeah, we just went back on his work, didn't do much with him, took him to Waikato, and you know, he produced a great run down a great field.
Taken to Melbourne, Tavistock won the Group 2 Blamey Stakes, but after failing in the Group 1 TJ Smith on an unsuitable wet track, the decision was made to retire him to Sir Patrick Hogan's Cambridge stud.
Oh, it's just amazing, you know, as far as I'm concerned, Sir Patrick Hogan's just a hero to me, you know, and to have a horse that we've raced and owned, to go to him was amazing, and it's just a fairy tale. It's just been a whole fairy tale, the whole episode with Tavistock, you know.
Campbell wasn't originally an owner of Tavistock, but he and his wife Danielle weren't about to let the opportunity to be involved in his stallion career pass them by.
It was our call whether we bought back into him, and I said, Danielle was sitting there one night, I said, he's just been a great horse to us, we've got to invest in him, and we bought back and we formed a syndicate with Tommy, and we call it the breeding syndicate. So, not that we're breeders, but we wanted to support the stallions, so just, yeah, as I said, it's a fairy tale, you know.
Yeah, you're obviously breeders now. Had you ever considered that, you know, one day this would be, you know, part of you go, a stallion owner and a breeder?
No, never in 100 years, never ever. You know, I've bred mares, and I've always said to anyone who wants to listen, which is not many people, was, you're mad. No, it's worked out good so far, and great bunch of guys.
Hepton Stall's breeding syndicate has done all it can to give Tavistock his best opportunity at stud.
He was a great horse to us, and we felt we had a duty to support him, and we went out of our way. We asked Sir Patrick what mares would suit the stallion, and he suggested to buy a Stravinsky and a Zabeel mare, and we bought Bagalollies, and unfortunately bought a Stravinsky mare who had to be put down after she gave birth. So, but yeah, we've gone out of our way, you know, we've tried to support him, tried to advertise him the best we can, and it's helped obviously, and but it's all done now.
So obviously Bagalollies went to Tavistock, and tell us the story from there.
Yeah, well, she was in foal. We bought her in foal at Iphraj. We paid 30 for her and sold the Iphraj filly for 30, and she went to Tavistock, and obviously we got Werther. Next foal we got Gobstopper. He started in the Derby. Is a little bit disappointing, but he's got ability, and she's got a couple more foals. We sold one last year at the sales, and got a filly at foot, which you've seen.
Yeah. So she's now, especially having left Werther, she's a very valuable broodmare commodity, Tavistock, no matter what.
Yeah, just keep throwing it at Tavistock, you know. I reckon you could throw a goat to Tavistock and they'd win a race, you know. He's a good sire, and yeah, we're just lucky we've got Bagalollies, and you know, it's old Sir Patrick, he's a genius, you know, he picks Zabeels and Stravinsky. Well, Bagalollies is by Zabeel, so he's a great man.
One of the mares Hepton Stall's breeding syndicate bought to support Tavistock was Bagalollies, and that mating produced Werther, who became a Group 2 winner for Campbell on both sides of the Tasman, and runner-up in both the South Australian and Queensland derbies, the latter when he was a certainty beaten.
He grew another leg in Brisbane. He went super, you know, the weather, and I found that I've taken a couple of horses to Brisbane, they just seem to grow another leg there, and he never looked back, and we were only going to the derby with him there, but he'd done so well, I gave him an extra run in between, which he won. He beat the older horses, and you know, the derby came along, his favourite, and probably 9 times out of 10, if you run him in that derby again, he wins.
Sold to Hong Kong, Werther has gone on to be a star of racing there. Wins in the Hong Kong Derby and Audemars Piguet Cup, leading to him being named Hong Kong Horse of the Year.
Tommy didn't want to sell him, but I said to Tommy, look, you can breed another 10 Werthers. You've got the mare, you own a stallion. Get him in Hong Kong, get him proven up there, you're going to help the stallion, you know. Yeah. And he's just gone head leaps and bounds, you know. It's just amazing what he did, you know.
Yeah, and he has been a great advertisement for his sire.
Oh, it's been fantastic, you know. It's always good to have a champion in Hong Kong. I was lucky. I had my first 3. I had the first year. I bought one, which was Longchamp. Yep. We bred one, which was Werther. Well, he's the Hong Kong Horse of the Year. Longchamp, he's over there. He's just run 4th in a Group 1. He's won 5 out of about 7 this time in. Yep. And we unfortunately had a weanling that someone bought for Tommy that broke down. So the 3 first year Tavistocks were good horses, you know, and anyone who wanted to listen to me, I was just saying, get on these Tavistocks, they're going to be good horses. Well, I sort of had pretty smart first crop, you know, so. Yeah. But as it's worked out, they've all come through good, and they're really flying, you know.
It must make you incredibly proud to see what Tavistock's doing at stud.
Oh, immensely, you know. it's amazing now. I go everywhere and I get introduced as, oh, there's Andrew, trainer of Tavistock, you know, so it's not Andrew the idiot normally it's called, but it's Andrew the trainer of Tavistock. So I'm proud, you know, it's amazing. It's been an amazing run.
Yeah, what makes him such a good stallion in your eyes?
Oh, I think just he had that turn of foot. I still adamant he would have gone over ground. You know, his mother's out of a Derby winning sire. He had staying written all over his pedigree, and you know, he could sprint. You know, he'd be one of the fastest horses I've ever put a saddle on.
What's it like for you having trained Tavistock, now breeding to Tavistock, and now being able to train his progeny as well?
Oh, it's the ultimate. It's hard to explain really, because it's a dream that's coming true. I've always wanted to train the first trial winner, and I trained the second trial winner. Gary Vole beat me. I always wanted to train Tavistock's first winner, which I did, which was the Long Chomp. So yeah, it's been a dream really, and just to have, you know, I can see the old man in a lot of horses that I've got here that are by Tavistock, and yeah, they're great horses, and makes life easy to get out of bed.
Put into context this for me. Group 1 winning trainer to becoming a Group 1 winning breeder, what is that like?
Oh, it's a great feeling. It's two different feelings, you know, like when you train one, that's satisfying because you've done the hard yards, your early mornings all paid off. And it's a hell of a thrill, and full for everyone who does the work, you know. As a breeder, it's great, but it's a different thrill. It's satisfying because everyone's happy, you know. And even though you've just bred it, it's real great fun.
Andrew Campbell is having tremendous success with the progeny of Tavistock. We wish him all the best with both his breeding and training endeavours. We'll take a short break here on Kiwi Bred, and when we return we discuss the progression Tavistock has made since he joined the stallion roster at Cambridge Stud.